We're into match 2 of round 2 of the Ultimate Schmoedown Team Tournament. And today we have the Paddington 2, which has 2 players, Matt Atchity and Alonzo Duralde, as they're taking on the family that has 2 members, 2 teammates of a family of 2 of Drew McWeeny and Drew Guy. So that's 2 Drews and a family of 2 with 2 players and a team taking on the Paddington 2 of match 2 of round 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. So who's going to win this match and go on to the next round? Well, let's find out now on JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. And welcome back. And in case you were wondering, how many takes did it take me to do that scene? It took 2. 2 takes is all it took to do the Paddington 2 of 2 members of match 2 of round 2, and 2 and 2, and always pick 2 because you'll win in round 3. So, now that the 2s have always have been mentioned and all that good stuff, because gotta give love to some 2, because 2 is the loneliest number next to 1, which is the real loneliest number unless you count 0, which I guess is not really a lonely number because that's nothing. The family and the Paddington 2. So, this is an interesting match. I really like the Paddington 2, but as I mentioned in previous match, I know that they're going to have their work cut out for them. Drew McWeeny and Andrew Guy are certainly no pushovers when it comes to team play. I'm trying to think of some scenario that might happen that can possibly go Paddington 2's way. It's certainly not going to be easy, but they've obviously got the knowledge. We know that they do. I mean, they're highly acclaimed film critics. They've seen tons and tons and tons of movies. I was not going to say 2 movies. They've obviously seen more than 2 movies. I might have seen 2 movies within the last 2 years, but that's beside the point. We're not here to talk about my movie knowledge because I have no said movie knowledge. So, obviously going in expecting the family is probably going to win here. Am I rooting for the Paddington 2 to possibly get a major upset? I would be lying if I said I was not deep down looking for a brilliant, wonderful upset just to kill all the perfect brackets that are out there, because I'm sure there's probably still some. But I think a Paddington 2 win here would probably put the kibosh on that for sure. So, why the hell not? Let's root for insanity. Sorry, Guy, but yeah, just do the right thing and put the ultimate underdog over in this one, because you know that's the right thing to do. We love the outcomes that we don't see coming. So without further ado, or without further ado, no, that's not gonna work. Without further ado, let's do this in 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 1, and play.
Zip, it's Kaiser. Your manager, Kaiser.
Oh, Kaiser
yeah,
roll.
You're right. Well, we're at Universal. We're trying to find Count out.
Look, he's not here. I just checked the Simpsons right. He's nowhere to be found.
Did you check the teacups?
Teacup?
There's no teacups right here. We're not at
just check
Disneyland.
the teacups, please. Let me call you back, Zip. Oh. What are you doing here? Don't worry about it. I'm undercover, all right? I'm everywhere. Let me tell you something, buddy. You got to get some new shoes. I don't know what you're wearing slippers. I don't even know what you're doing with yourself. Undercover, I don't understand. Listen, I know what you're doing here, okay? You think you're slick. You come in here, you're training your boy to be KO. Big freaking deal. Like, you think that's going to help you in 2020? No. The only thing that's going to help you in 2020 is drafting me. You got that? You think you just go around putting your hands on people? I don't like that kid. Actually, I do kind of like that kid.
Telling Smetch to go rooting around in teacup? What are you, Trixie? Teacup, 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 teacup.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back.
Hello, Ken. Hello, Emma.
Oh. In the thick of it here in the Ultimate Schmoedown team.
And you're looking live from that place. Sorry, Brett Musburger. Forgot about you for a second.
Those,
Yep, you said two.
Film critics
Two.
Matt Atchity and Alonzo Duraldo. And they're faced against the family.
Two Drews.
Today, Ken.
You know, Duraldi and Atchity are fun at parties.
They
Great at Christmas parties. You know, I
Eggnog to go around.
first until he gets a second pina
I've
colada
not
and
had
says,
any
well, great
good
charming
eggnog
guy.
yet this year.
What I've gotten to know
We're
him,
getting
on the
we're
other
getting
side,
time to
family,
that time
talk
of
about
year.
intimidation. Godfather, Drew McQueenie. He walks in, the room goes silent because
Non-alcoholic though. I'm not one of those people.
Respect for this venerable competitor and
I would
man
not
of the
stoop to
business,
drinking
and
just because it's eggnog.
Teaming up with someone as young and evil as Drew Guy.
Evil,
Yeah.
evil,
I don't know, we're
evil.
in the thick of it. It's like me in round 2 of an all-you-can-eat salad bar. This is where it really starts to count, and we are looking.
I've not been to a
for
place
the
with a
winner here.
salad
Let's
bar
go to the semifinals.
forever.
That's absolutely true. And here's the thing: is that you
I'm
look
sorry, I'm going to choke on the salad.
Ken, you gotta take it easy there on the salad.
I'm just
You talk
choking
about what
because
is
that's
riding on
what
this
I
today.
do.
Obviously, I've got nothing but faith in
We're trying to get off the
Paddington
halls
to
though. I think I'm
really,
finally
really
past
just
the
fun-loving, intelligent,
constant
respectful people.
coughing,
that I
gagging,
speak with.
hacking.
What they're doing here.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really par for the
Definitely
course,
took a toll on my
necessarily
throat though.
as far
I
as
can't
movie Schmoedown competitors
can't
go,
hit
but,
my high
you
notes that I
guys,
have been.
when it
It's like,
comes to Drew
yay!
and Drew,
Starting
the
to get it
family,
back.
Really,
That's about as
obviously,
high as I
they're
can get
bringing a
though.
lot to the table here, but what really
Oh, we gotta take her.
matters
Boop,
is
boop,
Robert
boop.
Meyer Burnett and the stake that
Don't
he
do that ever
has
again,
in this match going
JTH.
forward, because his goal
Okay.
is to get these guys to the championship.
Right.
So he's, no matter what it takes, that is his plan.
He's
No,
doing
it's
it. I'm
not.
saying
He
it's
is.
working,
Get
but
off the
this could blow- at any
stage!
point, blow up in his face, Emma. This could go astray.
It absolutely could. I mean,
Yeah.
I think he's somebody who thinks he's planned for every possible
Gonna
scenario,
blow up in your
but I guess
face
that
like a
remains to be seen.
bubbling
He's still yelling
chicken
in the back
pot
and doesn't
pie.
know he doesn't have a microphone.
Well, you know, I can tell there's.
He's loud enough though. We can hear him.
Robert Meyer Burnett, 2 cities over, when he
That's
really
true.
gets going.
Yeah.
I could hear him 8 rows ahead of him on a plane the entire way to Houston. So
Speaking of them,
Houston,
let's
Houston,
not talk.
Houston.
Let the teams talk. Here's what they had to say before the match.
How much are the teams actually gonna talk though? We shall see.
The Paddington 2 is the type of team
Jing,
that might
jing,
be
jing,
overlooked,
jing,
even
jing,
though,
jing.
You know, everyone respects them as individuals and professionals. They just, that's silly. This is today shows that you need to fear the Paddington 2 in this tournament.
impressive performance, I do have to say, of course.
The family who improves their record to 4-0, and more importantly, they advance to round number 2 to face the Paddington 2.
We're not going to come into this match lightly. We really are going to do our homework. Our work's going to be cut out for us, but I think we can take them.
Oh, look, there's a moose. Give me a noose.
Yeah, it's us,
Guard.
it's the family, the team with the perfect record, going up against morons that don't even know the rules after being in the league for 3 years.
Do I have to ask for the repeat?
No, you can't get multiple choice in round 1. No, you can't confer on the 2 and the 3, you idiots! Sorry, I had to get that out.
You know, anything can happen. We got this far, which is always a nice surprise.
You know, I'm a little concerned that we had such a good round in our last game. That first round, we just slayed. I had a really good first round. Alonso was legendary on that second round, answered all those questions, 2-point questions.
You
We're
went
gonna
bossa
ruin-
nova.
We're going to dominate this tournament. There's idiots out there like Kaiser that say they're going to draft me. You can't draft me. You can't draft a champion. You see this man?
I need one. I need a belt.
We're not kidding ourselves,
Bah.
but at the same time, you know, we live in hope. We're film critics. You always have to think that maybe something good's going to come out of it. So,
But here's the thing. I've been drinking all day, and so if we beat them, I'm going to be talking shit about McQueenie all the time.
We want blood, and Atchity and Alfonso are in our way. Get out of my goddamn way, you old bastard.
Yeah, spoiler alert. We're going to spoil some stuff.
Garmin.com, Garmin.com, Garmin.com.
What do you have to say? No. He doesn't talk until he wins. Shut your goddamn mouth, Hitman.
Or as some of the millennials will say, ding, fries are done, ding, fries are done, ding, fries are done.
Well, there
No,
There you have it.
we
Yeah.
got
it's
a-
Garmin.com.
We're also
Every
asking Doraldi
astute
for the
person
great,
knows that.
lounge party,
It's
and
true,
I love those guys. I love those guys.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
no
a big
moose
fan of them
again.
as well. Again, I really
No,
like
there's
their
no moose over
vibe.
there.
I think we need more of that kind of that chill here in the movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Yeah.
There's a lot of competitors that have zero chill. I would not say that about Paddington 2.
And that's key in a tournament like this when you have so much riding on it. Just coming in, playing the game.
Also, a tragedy has happened.
Just kind of having fun, but also
We have
being
no
here
more choke left.
to compete to win, but having that great balance and acting like you've been here before is I think.
Oh well,
very
can't agree
underrated
forever.
thing in sports. Schmoedown. Let's go to some tail of the tape here. Looking at Paddington to some of their.
Is their
sports
specialty
center, again, well-rounded guys. They've been
giving
here for a long
JTH
time.
choke?
So you're going to have your directors. And,
Nope,
and also your new
nothing there.
releases. And I don't think if it comes up, but holiday movies is something that Doraldi absolutely.
There's a holiday movies.
Having Christmas apparel even out of season.
Usually is on the other side.
Yeah, they're playing all the Christmas. Where's all the Thanksgiving music?
Good at it. And Drew Guy.
Eat me. I'm a turkey. Eat me like the pilgrims used to do.
Romantic
Oh,
comedy
eat me.
is a strength.
I'm a turkey.
As someone who's looking
If I had a
at
musket,
and
I'd be eating you.
I understand why he'd bring that there too. So, with that said, Emma, I think enough talking. I think it's time for the fight.
The
I think so
fight.
too, Ken.
Yeah?
You get on.
I'm ready.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown.
Yay! Good thing I didn't go any higher. You would have heard my voice cracking, and that would have been terrible to hear.
Intro
To sing first.
with a record.
Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane.
This is Matt Atchity, Alonzo Doraldi, the Paddington 2.
True to form, we've got the
See, look at
pina
that.
coladas. You know,
Look
I
at
really like Atchity's commitment here because I enjoy a good.
They're going total
He's
blue
taken it a step
Hawaii.
Further and has a whole bird in his drink.
That's a bird.
It's a bird in his drink.
I'll have a blue Christmas without you.
Hallmark, I love that there, but let's bring out.
I'll be so blue, just thinking
With
about
of
you.
4 wins, 0 defeats, and 1 knockout. Accompanied to the arena by their manager, Robert Meyer Burnett. This is Dastardly Drew Guy, the Godfather Drew McWeeny. They are, collectively, the family. Look at Robert Meyer. Look at Robert Meyer.
I love that. You know,
Trying to
Robert
read
Burnett takes
Rob's
the time
shirt.
to put this
I
nice
don't think I'm gonna
bird
get.
cape on,
No
but
way.
Can't take time to put on a
No
clean
way.
shirt.
Yeah. Look at
That's bigger
That's
than.
one stain, Emma.
I don't know.
Oh, I forgot Brandon Hanna.
Oh
is
yes,
out here?
they recently added one person
Yeah.
to the family. Thus
No, that's
actually
alright. No one
creating,
remembers.
more
They don't
of a
even
family.
remember.
I
They
know
don't know his
it's the
name.
name of the faction, the name of
And
the
he's not allowed to speak to
I
tell
think
him their
Hanna
name.
does. I think he runs and gets their hot wing orders or something there, but it's good to have
He's
him.
been
Hot
up there
wings.
preparing Ben
He's a
Bateman's
good-
briefcase
he's-
to
he's a good
taking
kid.
Andrew Guy's cocktail order.
All right, we are almost
Might
here
get him the
for
bottle
round
of
one.
J-Mo.
We are here for round one, but
We
we're gonna
are.
Explain the rules. Do you want to
Yes,
explain the rules?
I
I don't
will.
get the appeal for
Absolutely. So this is
Jameson.
the way that round
Just
number
don't get
one
it.
Works. Round number one is a solo exercise. So players at the table will be asked a series of 8 questions.
Don't worry,
across
folks.
the realm
Clearing the
of
throat will not
trivia
improve
knowledge.
my trivia
When
game.
you are answering the question,
Fear
you must
not.
write down the answer on your whiteboard, and when asked to present your answer, you must present your answer on the board as well as saying it out loud. There is no conferring with your teammate in round
Get
number
used to
one.
seeing this
There is no
answer.
stealing in round
Do you
number
see an
one.
answer?
However, each
I don't
team
either.
collectively
It's
has
the
the
joke.
opportunity to have 1 challenge and 3 usages of the JTE rule, wherein you can have a question be repeated.
Absolutely. All right. Gentlemen, are we ready to go? Mr. McWeeny?
Ready to go.
Mr. Alonzo Doraldi?
Let's do it.
Drew Guy?
Just want to make sure that there are no children in the room, and if there are, they're at least 500 feet away from the stage from the creepy uncles that ask you to sit on their lap at Christmas.
Wow.
All the way through high school. Just would like that.
Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready? Actually, you ready?
I'm sorry, I have to get over the
No.
comedy. Think about that joke for a second.
'Kay.
Oh yeah,
Funny.
okay.
He's ready.
Funny.
Yep. Okay.
Cute.
Well, it's already time for the movie trivia Schmoedown. They're all ready. Let's get ready to Schmoedown.
Yay!
3 rounds to a finish to move on.
Okay, Bruce
to
Buffer.
the Semifinals. Emma Fife will be delivering first of 8.
But is the referee
Question
Herb
number 1 in the
Dean?
category of comedies.
Ha.
There it is.
We've had so much comedy
Hugh
already, though.
Jackman and Meg Ryan starred in what 2001 romantic comedy?
I used to own this one on digital video disc.
I remember seeing this one.
Oh,
in
also known as DVD?
actually.
Is that thing still around?
Yes. Meg Ryan went to my high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? 5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question, please.
Repeating the
Yes.
question.
Category of comedies. Hugh Jackman and Meg Ryan starred in what 2001 romantic comedy?
Ryan.
Meg Ryan in Inner Space. The first time I realized some things about myself.
No,
Yeah,
yes,
no,
yeah. I mean,
to be
listen,
honest with you.
I was always.
I don't
proud
even
of
think
the
this
fact
is even a
that
comedy.
She was the voice of Anastasia.
Oh, yeah. 5, 4, 3,
Ooh.
2, and 1. Pens down. Looking for answers, starting with Drew McWeenie.
Would that be Kate and Leopold?
Yeah,
Would be
would,
Kate
sir.
Oh,
Leopold.
no.
Yes. Alonzo.
Kate and Leopold.
We
Also
got an answer.
correct. Andrew Guy.
Yeah, no.
Nope.
No, okay.
I couldn't come up with it.
All right,
Alright,
we're tied at
so-
1.
Kate and Leopold. I came up with Sword and Fish.
Side of
Without
the,
the
table,
and.
pulling through, and the other not
Yeah,
so much.
I don't know comedies.
The family is
I don't even know what comedies are comedies and what movies are
number
not
2, question
comedies.
2 is in the category of 80s movies, 1980s movies. Who plays Mr. Miyagi in The Karate Kid? I would expect some groans from the audience on that one. I think maybe the
Yeah.
audience has matured in their old
That's
age.
true.
where they,
Or the audience is all born later than 1989.
I know I am. 4.
I'm gonna
3,
butcher his last name.
2, 1. Pens are down. Alonzo.
Noriyuki Pat Morita.
That is
Yeah.
correct
Correct.
on many levels, sir. Drew.
Pat Morita.
That
Yep,
is correct.
also right.
Pat Morita.
That is correct.
I also have Noriyuki Pat Morita.
There
Alright,
you go.
so the,
Tied up at 3.
Unfortunately, I put an O on the end of his name.
Correct
I put
answers
Pat
across
Morito
the board there.
I'm not gonna give it to
and,
me.
Here we go.
because
Question
I
number 3,
have
category of dramas.
integrity for
Clancy Brown
not
plays
getting a
Byron
person's name
Hadley,
right.
the brutal captain of the prison guards in this 1994 drama.
It's so
Clancy
interesting to see
Brown.
the pens start writing as soon as the question started to come out.
Well, listen,
because
you know,
they what
Clancy
they're talking
Brown is, again, they know their movie trivia, and,
Yeah.
and I also suspect
5,
they know their Clancy Brown.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens are down. Drew Guy.
That's funny. Shawshank Redemption.
All right, we
That
got
is
an
correct.
answer.
I couldn't remember it.
Actually, swing and a miss.
Wow. That would be the Shawshank Redemption.
We
That is
got a
correct.
family up.
Shawshank Redemption.
All right,
right.
5, 4.
I had
Paddington,
Escape from
2,
Alcatraz.
And so far, Drew McWeenie and Alonzo Duralde have not missed.
Missed indeed.
And I've not got one right.
Question 4.
Can
comes
I
from
keep my
category
perfect game going?
of Directors. Ron Howard directed Kurt Russell in this 1991 drama about firefighters.
A movie that
This-
is
Yeah.
very,
No?
you know, holds a special place.
does?
Yeah, in my heart for slightly different reasons than it
Okay.
actually being a
It's good.
film.
That's fine. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We need pens down, and we do. Actually,
Backdraft.
that's
Yes.
correct.
Oh.
Drew
Drew McWeenie.
McWeenie.
That would be Backdraft.
We
Correct.
got it.
Alonzo.
Backdraft.
We
All
got
right,
it.
and
Backdraft.
We got a
all
clean sweep across
right,
the board.
everybody across the board. Now the real
Forgive me, I've
question
never even
is,
heard of that movie.
Matt Atchity, were you ever a Backdraft host during your time at Universal Studios?
I was too. I was also a
Hey, you were also
Backdraft
a
host.
Backdraft host.
Yeah.
No, that came
After
my
your
tenure
time.
as
All
tour
right.
guide.
Okay. All right. But it was during Drew McWeenie's tenure, so
Heck
they
yeah.
knew what was what.
Matt worked the Clara Bow ride.
All right. Question number
Listen, she was a
5.
great
Question
ride.
number 5. Category fantasy sci-fi.
Yeah.
What 2016 Disney remake stars Robert Redford and Bryce
Oh,
Dallas
I'll
Howard?
finally get one right. It had to be Disney.
Bryce Dallas Howard really just popping up in those.
Yeah.
A lot of films.
It
these
took a
days.
Disney question.
Star Wars
I
stuff.
know.
That's great. 5, 4, 3,
Peach
2,
Dragon.
and 1. Pens are down. We need an answer, starting with McWeenie.
That would be the lovely Pete's Dragon.
We
That
got
Thank
a
is
God.
point for
indeed
ya.
be.
Alonzo,
Pete's Dragon.
we got a
That's
point
correct.
for
Thank
Andy.
goodness.
Drew McGuire.
McGuire?
McGuire. And
Pete's Dragon.
actually,
That's right.
clean sweep across the
Yep.
board there. 9-8, 9-8.
By the way, Andrew, you kind of
Yeah,
sounded
Gotta
like
get my
me like
name right
5
after
days
that
ago.
that we had.
Yeah,
That
well,
moment.
I'm still lost in
How
your
did-
presence,
Fine.
my friend.
Yeah,
It's fine.
not your
Yeah.
eyes though, on account of the fact that you
It's-
are wearing sunglasses.
It's all right
the
there.
bane
He
of
sees through me.
Sometimes
Schmoedown.
when we touch. All right. Question
Oh, dear,
6
no.
is in the category of movie release dates.
Okay.
A category that inspires fear in some. Here's the question. What year saw the release of the films Glory, Tim Burton's Batman, and Born on the 4th of July?
Well, thank God Tim Burton's Batman showed up.
This was a great year for me, Emma. This is
Yeah?
Simply because it's kind of referred to Batman that year.
5.
So
Four,
it's kind of referred to as Batman 89. So we'll take Batman 1989.
1989?
That
That's
is
correct,
correct.
sir.
Another summer?
Yep.
1989.
We got
Also
that correct there.
1989.
All
right.
right. 89, clean sweep.
Go.
Once again.
Thank God Tim Burton's
Still
Batman
looking at
showed up
perfect
there.
rounds for,
Born on the 4th of July, I actually might have gotten pretty close to it.
Mr. Drew McWeenie.
I might have gone
Proving that
1990,
actual
but it would have
glasses
either have been
are
that or
smart
89.
sunglasses here on the movie trivia Schmoedown desk. All right, question number 7, category of horror/thriller. A caving expedition goes horribly wrong as the explorers become trapped and ultimately pursued by a strange breed of predators in what 2005 film?
I'm not super claustrophobic,
Yeah.
but I get.
If I've learned anything
yeah.
from films, it's don't go spelunking
Yeah,
ever.
yeah,
It will
absolutely.
end in
Never-
your death, either
never
just
goes
by
well.
suffocation or horrible monsters under the surface of the earth.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Sorry,
and
Drew. Repeat the
1.
question.
Okay.
All right.
Horror/thriller is the category. A caving expedition goes horribly wrong as the explorers become trapped and ultimately pursued by a strange breed of predators in what 2005 film?
Family has 1 JT roll left.
The fact that it says Predators on there means it can't be this, but
This one didn't work out there, but he's thinking. I think it's on the tip of his
Sometimes
tongue.
those single points
5,
count.
4, 3, 2.
Alien vs. Predator is all I can think of, but it can't be that.
Starting with Drew Guy. Does
Okay.
not have it.
That actually?
The Descent.
That is correct, but can I see your board? So you only wrote Descent. So unfortunately, with a single word title, we do need the correct.
I wrote in
Article.
invisible ink. Does that count?
I don't,
No, I don't
If
see
you
it.
have
No.
3 or 4 pina coladas,
Yeah.
you'll be able to see it.
It's
How's
all
that?
the same at that point.
It's that ink from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
That is
The Descent.
correct.
Drew is still
And
first.
Alonzo?
I got nothing.
You got nothing. All right.
All right. So only Drew McWeenie
12,
looking
10.
to
You go 12.
potentially get a perfect round here as we go in to the
That's
final
tough
question
for
of
Matt.
round 1.
All right. Question category is animated. Animated.
Oh, yeah.
What 2014 stop-motion animated film featured the voice talents of Ben Kingsley, Nick Frost, Tracy Morgan, Steve Bloom, and D. Bradley Baker?
Isn't it Bradley D. Baker?
I was going to
But
say, well,
I think I
and
know what
just,
this
like,
is,
real
and it's-
veterans of the
Yeah.
voiceover
VO
community.
world.
Yeah, real legends there.
5.
The tragedy that this got nominated over.
Question, please.
Thank you.
Absolutely. What 2000
The tragedy that this got nominated for Best Animated Feature over the Lego Movie.
Frost, Tracy Morgan, Steve Bloom, Blum, and D. Bradley Baker. Steve Blum.
You were right the first time. Steve Bloom.
Steve Bloom. Blum. Blum.
Yep, it's
yeah.
Bloom.
Yeah.
Yeah, have it on good authority. Literally directly from him.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Box Trolls,
All right.
screw you,
Down
justice
against
for
us.
Lego Movie.
Starting with Matt Atchity.
Paranorman?
Ooh,
Ooh.
right studio,
Correct.
wrong film.
Drew McWeenie for a perfect round.
I have Kubo and the 4 strings.
We do not have a perfect round.
Yep, also there were only 2 strings on that
strings.
guitar.
Yeah, I got the right strings, but the wrong one. Kubo and the
Yep,
two
not the right
Yes.
film.
I got Kubo and the strings. So
Great.
We were looking for the Box Trolls.
Trolls. Box
Oh.
Trolls.
The Box Trolls.
So,
What about
Oh,
Kubo
wait,
and the
wait,
Descent?
wait.
not Kubo and the Descent.
That's the one.
It's-
Actually,
All
it's
right.
Kubo and Descent.
Would you have
not
accepted
the-
Box Trolls? I don't think there's a movie called The Box
Big whiff
Trolls.
around that
I
there.
know, unfortunately,
But
no
still,
perfect
screw
round
you,
for,
hashtag
for
justice for
anybody
Lego
out
Movie.
there.
I ran out of room there.
But
Yeah, Foxtrot's
That
real
means
A well-fought round one, though, on the side of both teams here. I mean, 10 to 12 going into round number 2 is certainly nothing to sneeze at.
So
But
let's
alas, we
see.
do advance
Upon
to
further
round
review,
number
oh
2,
wait,
the
no, I got 3.
dreaded or beloved
So I knew
wheel round.
about
Think
Disney.
depending on who
I knew
you
about
talk to,
animated
they'll be
movies,
bringing out
which
the
is basically
Wheel of
what
Fate,
most
Doom,
Disney
and
is,
Destiny
and I
on
knew
that
when
wheel.
Batman
We have
came
about
out. So
12 categories, one of which
the
is
moral of the
choice,
story:
one which is spin-off
JTH is
choice,
not too bright.
that correspond to different realms of movie trivia knowledge. What is going to happen is each team will get a
Hey,
spin
we're up to
at
round
that
2
inner wheel,
of match
and
2
whatever
of
category
round
it lands
2,
on, they will
and
have the option to
unfortunately,
take
I
or
didn't
you
get
are
2
awarded
right.
one mulligan, which is golf for do-over, where you can spin a second time unless you should spin
Oh,
opponent's
you
choice.
get a
If
second
opponent's
spin?
choice,
Spin
opponent's choice. You don't
2,
want to spin that,
2,
alas,
2,
you spin opponent's choice, you are stuck with it. They will be then asked a series of 6 questions in whatever category that wheel settles on. Now, in round number 2, there is stealing, so listen carefully to your
You said
opponent's
2.
questions because you may have the opportunity to steal some points and gain more of
How
an
many
upper
2s do
hand
you
going
see?
into round
The answer
number
is too many.
And the Wheel of Fate
Ah!
match is sponsored by Schmoedown patron Jeremiah Morris.
Jeremiah
Patreon.com/Schmoedown.
Morris.
The sponsored wheel
Let me
selection
count all these
for
2s.
today,
Can you
are
count? Yeah,
sports
there's 1,
and
2, 3.
war films. Thank you,
Whoa.
Jeremiah, for your support. If you want to support the Schmoedown, go to patreon.com/Schmoedown today and find the tier that
The answer is
best suits your
33.
desires. All right, we are here. The family has a lead, which means you can choose to spin first or defer to your opponents. What will your strategy
What
be
will
today?
you do? What an underrated
All right,
game show that was on
Moving on
Nickelodeon.
up, spin
What
within the
would
wheels
you
on the
do?
pegs, and let's see what
But you
we
get to go into the pie pod.
Alright, we got a spin that is in, and it's going around and round and round. Here we go. It could be
Christopher
Nolan.
Nolan.
Do you want to keep? Looks like they're
Yeah.
debating.
Little
We're going to need an answer soon on your choice. They're
Spin
going to spin again.
Spin 2 of match 2 of round 2. Too many 2s. How many times have I said 2 in this video so far? A lot.
The audience is transfixed.
They are absolutely this
We are
wheel.
all
It's like they've never
hypnotized.
seen the wheel before.
We're all
I know.
hypnotized. We have
Kurt
got
Russell.
Kurt
Kurt
Russell.
Well, they're still paying their respects
Movie.
to
Kurt Russell movie.
Dump Truck Wheel.
Six questions in Kurt Russell.
One
As
final
a
moment of
reminder,
silence
both
for Dump
teams,
Truck
you
Wheel.
are able to confer with your
Thank you.
teammate on all questions in round number 2, and if you do not know the answer, you do have the option to go to multiple choice, at which point the value of the question will decrease from 2 to 1 points.
2. You said 2. Again.
Emma, would you like
Russell,
to do the
I
honors,
will.
or I can do it if you...
Oh, I got.
got
I'll
it.
take it. I'll take it. All right, let's see. We
Let's
got
get a bunch of Stargate
6
questions in
questions.
Guardians 2.
Question 1. Who stars opposite Kurt Russell in the 1987 comedy Overboard?
Oh, Goldie Hawn.
That would be his longtime, not exactly wife, Goldie Hawn.
That
That's
would be
correct.
correct
2
for 2 points.
Jason Garrett clap.
Tie game. Paddington
Question
loses to a tie.
number 2. Kurt Russell plays a trained killer who is dumped on a barren planet in what 90s sci-fi action film?
Soldier.
Wow,
Also
2
correct
points.
for 2
I
points.
was gonna say
Points.
that kind of sounds like that could be Stargate,
Question
but
Who plays Kurt
Not
Russell's
really.
co-lead in 3,000 Miles to Graceland?
Kevin Costner.
That is correct for 2 points.
Ooh.
Correct.
Wow.
thinking of a different movie.
4 points.
I think Paddington 2 might know a little something about Kurt Russell films here.
Turned out good for him.
All right, question number 4. In the movie Captain Ron, why does Captain Ron tell Martin Harvey to stay out of the jungle?
Let's go to multiple choice.
All right, I can certainly provide you with that. Is it A, they might get lost? B, there are gorillas in there? C, the boat was leaving? Or D, it's getting dark?
And there's no 2.
We'll go with B. There are gorillas.
And that would be correct for 1 point. So,
1 point. Look at that.
all right. Fifth question,
Interesting.
your penultimate question in round number 2. Who plays Police Chief Hawk in the Kurt Russell classic Escape from New York?
Lee Van Cleef.
That is correct for 2 points.
What a lovely name that man
All
has.
Final one.
Final question. round
Lee
number 2.
Von Cleef.
Kurt Russell starred in this 1984 Jonathan Demme film opposite Goldie Hawn.
I'm guessing it's not.
Swing shift.
That
Yeah,
is correct.
guessing it was not
We got a
Overboard,
big
since
Kurt
you said that was
Russell
3 years
round.
later.
Paddington
Sure
two.
do. I mean,
The
there was
Paddington two.
hardly any hesitation on the part of Paddington 2.
So let's look at the thing. It's
12,
12-21, round 2, Paddington 2 with a record of 2-2. That's a lot of twos.
All right.
Well,
Lot of twos.
McWeeny with the spin here for the family.
right.
Big spin, big spin.
The spin is in. The spin is in.
All right, again, the crowd just transfixed by this
It's true.
wheel.
They're in
It's
it.
hypnotized.
Well,
They're in a
listen, it was different
trance.
wheel, and then this wheel
Yeah.
came back, and,
And
you know.
this one you can't hear.
It was forced to come out of retirement again. Brett Favre strikes
There it is.
again.
Oh, almost.
The
Big
Brett
spin.
Favre of wheels.
Comedy?
Let's do it.
All right. Sounds like that
There we
the
go.
Drews
Oh.
are in agreement. And they're
Not going with a decade.
Yeah.
the category
I'm
of
sure they'll get
comedy.
5 comedies from the
That are
80s.
in theory funny.
In theory.
In
All right,
theory.
6 questions, gentlemen. 6
Allegedly.
questions. Here you go. You have 1 JT rule left.
Remember, these are all
Brendan
comedies.
Fraser,
Allegedly.
Steve Buscemi, and Adam Sandler play 3 band members looking for their big break who hold a radio station hostage with plastic guns.
Airheads.
Yep, thank you.
Good.
2 points.
Excellent. Great job.
Thank you for cutting me off. That was a long question.
All right. Comedic legend Rodney Dangerfield plays Adam Sandler's father in what comedy?
Hmm?
Conferring like right proper
Okay,
gentlemen.
we're certain about it for a moment, and now there's
5, 4.
Mr. Deeds.
that is
Incorrect for a
incorrect.
2-point steal.
Yeah. Little Nicky?
2-point steal.
Big steal on the part of the
Two-point
Paddington
steal.
2.
He's
Oh.
not. No, I'm sorry. I challenge. He is not.
Challenge.
Harvey Keitel is his father. Rodney Dangerfield is his grandfather.
All right, we're going to look that up. We have a
Okay.
challenge on the
Oh.
field. We're looking.
He's right.
Ooh. Yeah, after Happy Gilmore, I stopped watching Adam Sandler,
All right,
so
we're
I'll take
back,
his
and we
word
did
for it.
confirm the question was challenged, that the question itself was wrong. Rodney Dangerfield is in the film, but plays the grandfather, Lucifer, to Harvey Keitel Satan, who, of course, is the father of Adam Sandler. We looked at all the appropriate websites, and we found this to be true. So the question is thrown out. No points on the board there, and we are going to re-ask a second question. So there's still 5 more.
If
in
I had
the
actually watched movies, I would have called them out on that long beforehand,
Also,
but
it was 2 Adam
shows you
Sandler
my
movies
knowledge.
out the gate, so.
Well, he's the only one that does.
Slight jab at me.
I
Question.
challenge that Adam Sandler does comedies.
That upheld? Upheld?
I mean,
Outside-
technically.
Outside of Happy
Yeah.
Gilmore. All right. All right.
We'll take the win where we can.
Question 2. Who played Frederick, the brother of Santa, in Fred Claus? Back to the family here.
Little bit of conferring.
Which is smart. I always think take your time, take your time.
I'm sorry. Can
Why do
5.
you have a teammate?
clarify? Are you asking us who played Fred Claus or Santa Claus?
Who played Fred Claus?
Oh,
Yes.
Vince Vaughn.
That is
That's
correct.
correct for 2
Okay.
points. All right. 21-16.
I think technically you weren't really
Third
supposed to say
question.
that, because you did
Mike
read the question
Myers
right.
Followed up Shrek the Third with this financial disappointment of a film.
The
in
Love Guru.
2008.
That's not a comedy.
That's a very
The Love Guru.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
That's not a
very
comedy.
editorialized
Epically.
question.
Very
Yeah.
editorial.
All right, that is question 3 of 6. This is your fourth
I
one.
challenge that that's a comedy.
The family. What actor plays the nefarious Professor James Moriarty in Holmes and Watson?
I challenge that that's a comedy.
My real question is, who actually saw Holmes and Watson?
All right. Well, it technically is a comedy.
Technically.
Allegedly.
Paperwork was filed for comedy.
As I
5,
said.
4, 3.
Multiple choice.
A. Steve Coogan. B. Ralph Fiennes. Ray Fiennes. C. Hugh Laurie.
I think
D.
it's
John C.
Ray
Reilly.
Fiennes.
I shop at Ralph's, not Rafe's.
Yeah, well.
B.
That is
That is
correct,
correct.
for a point.
It's
Great
Wreck-It
find.
Rave.
Great
Strikes
find.
again.
Wreck it,
All right,
rave as
fifth
fast as you
question.
can.
Fifth question. In Tootsie, actor Michael Dorsey poses as a woman named Dorothy Michaels and is hired to act in what type of TV program?
It's a soap opera.
That is
That
two
is
more
correct.
points.
Oh, at least it's not an
That is one
OxyClean
of the-
infomercial.
The
Sorry,
family
Billy Mays.
tied
This
it
has
up.
been a weird category. It's been
Tied
real
it
As
up.
I
fucking
said,
weird.
funny in theory. It's more
All right.
debatable
I'm
whether
glad
some
that
of
we
these
finally
films are
got
comedies.
a movie that was actually funny.
You
in
know
this
what?
entirely
Fair,
category.
fair.
I'm
I agree
grateful
with you
for
on
that
that,
as well.
Final question in the round. Final question in the round. Coming at us right now here. Sorry. Which actor shows up and is as an aggressive football soccer mega fan in Mad Maynard in Eurotrip?
Football side. I mean, it's an important distinction.
It is.
American football versus actual football.
4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice.
A. Daniel Craig. B. Vinnie Jones. C.
So
Fred
Daniel
Armisen,
Craig?
D. Matt Damon.
Whichever one was Vinnie Jones. B, I think.
B.
Yeah.
That is correct for the point.
Oh.
And
That's
a
awesome.
1-point lead.
Is Daniel Craig in Eurotrip?
Lead indeed. We are going to the all-important
It's
round three
again.
now.
I think I said this in an earlier video. I'm not quite familiar with Daniel Craig's resume before Bond, but
we're into the
remember he was in
tournament now.
Cowboys and
Teams have
Aliens,
gotten their
and that's
feet
about
wet,
it.
and now they
He's
move
now
to the
Knives
tournament.
Out, which I want to see because that's
Definitely proved that today.
definitely
So,
a film
round
ensemble
number
cast if
3,
I've ever
each
seen one.
team is going to select a series of numbers between 1
Questions
and
are worth
20,
2.
which, as
Team members
always,
split
corresponds
2.
to a category of the
And then there's a bunch of
trivia
3s.
realm of knowledge. The first of these questions
Round
will
3.
be asked, and it will
Teams will
be
pick
a
3.
round of 2 points,
3.
followed by a 3-point question,
3
and a
questions
5-point
worth
question, which is
3.
the only question
3 point.
upon which the
And
team
then
can
later on
move
we'll get
to
into
round
match
3, where
3.
it's going to be individual exercises. Family, you are up by 1 as well as being the favorites in this match. So what numbers would you like?
Let's go 7, 11, and 14.
7, 11,
No 2 in sight.
Well, I just heard
And
somebody
there's
got hungry.
2.
Favorite restaurant is going
2.
up, so,
Too many
that's
2s.
7, 11, 14. The Paddington 2 will need 3 numbers from you that aren't those.
2, 13, 18.
2, 13, 18.
Pick 2. The Paddington 2 will win with the 2 and 2 with the 2 repeats of the 22 and 21 and 2
will
everywhere.
be,
I will.
asking the questions.
All right.
That's hard on the throat.
The Paddington 2,
And-
you selected category number 2.
Then I wonder why I
which
can't breathe.
corresponds to the realm of classics.
I'd rather get
Have
plastics.
no hesitation.
4, 2 points. Who plays the sultry Sugar Cane in Some Like It Hot?
Marilyn Monroe.
That's correct
2
for
points.
2 points.
Huh.
And a lead.
Ha.
And a lead.
Some like it
Over
hot.
to the
Oh
family.
yeah.
Their
Ah,
2-point
had to-
question they chose
Had to bring in a
number
Weekend
7.
at Bernie's
Corresponds to
song.
the category of action/adventure. Who will be answering this one?
I'll field it.
Drew Guy gonna take it. All right. 2-point question. Take the lead again. Who plays the IMF technical field agent Benji Dunn
Simon
in the
Pegg.
Mission Impossible franchise?
Simon Pegg.
2 points.
2 points. Correct.
Yay, I know
2
something.
points. I was thinking of the
Yay,
Impossible Burger. I
me.
got distracted.
Impossible Burger.
That's
Oh,
It's
a
fine.
true- a
It's
true,
fine.
Mistake to make there, Ken.
family has the lead
I would
now.
take it
Let's
over
see.
the Popeye spicy chicken sandwich,
For their 3-point question,
which is
they
something
chose
I never
number
thought
13.
I'd say I'd take
13
plants over
corresponds to the
chicken.
category of
Because I live in
Brad
Delaware.
Pitt.
We have a
Brad
a
Pitt.
priority of chicken. We have a standard of
Not
chicken.
actually. Who plays Colonel William Ludlow, head of the Ludlow family in 1994's Legends of the Fall?
Is he a sir now? Sir Anthony Hopkins?
He
That's
is
correct.
indeed,
We'll
I
take-
believe, a sir,
Hmm.
and he certainly is Anthony Hopkins.
All right. Wow. Look at this. Look at this.
Come on,
All
Paddington
right,
2. You
back
gotta
on to
win.
the
You
family,
pick
to the
2.
family.
You gotta
The
win.
family. You have chosen number 11. Drew McWeeny will be answering 3-point question in the category of comedy. Comedy.
Like actual funny movies this
That
time?
Remains to be seen.
Are we sure?
3-point question, Drew. In what 1960s comedy does Walter Matthau angrily throw a plate of linguine against the wall of his apartment?
I played this role in college, and I got to throw the linguine. It's the Odd Couple.
There you
That
go.
is absolutely correct.
Ding, 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 ding,
Alright,
ding,
so-
ding,
It,
ding, ding,
comes
ding,
go.
ding,
down
ding.
to this.
So,
bouncing back over to
if
the
Andrejko
Paddington, we're going
and
to
Snyder are the odd
opportunity to
couple,
answer
which one got to
5
throw the
questions at this
linguine?
point. It will bounce back to the
I'm gonna
family.
say it was
If not,
Andrejko.
Then the family will win today. They're going to face
Come on, Paddington
Who's the
2.
Boss.
Here we go.
Do it for the 2, because you picked 2.
Shows number 18. Emma's
18,
got it
which
here.
corresponds to the category of famous actors and actresses.
Well, that narrows it down.
Actors and actresses. Now, this is a multi-part question, so you'll have a little bit longer. You'll have 20 seconds to answer this question for 5 points. Name 3 films that have featured Jon Favreau and Vince Vaughn starring together, or at least appearing in those films together. Yes, they certainly have worked together a fair amount. They're frequent collaborators. Buddies. I like that.
All right, so Swingers and Made and one of the best sports movies of all time, Rudy.
That is correct for 5 points.
5 points.
Now you'll notice that Matt actually took his sunglasses off to
He
answer
got
that
serious.
question.
Gotta get serious.
All right.
'Cause you gotta
this
win for
is
2.
Where we stand, Emma Fife, and people watching at home and along here in the studio audience. We are down to the final question. It's a 31-27 game. The family has their 5-point question. This will send them to the next round and to face Who's the Boss. The family. You chose number 14. That corresponds to the category of war movies. War movies.
What are they good for?
Sir, you have one
Maybe a
JTH.
win.
The question is, for
Other
5
than that,
points again,
absolutely nothing.
who played the sole survivor of the Dirty Dozen in The Dirty Dozen?
A little bit of conferring going on between the two Drews.
5,
Paddington 2
4,
looking cool.
3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Who
Last one for
played
the family.
the sole survivor? Who played the sole survivor of the Dirty Dozen in The Dirty Dozen? I think that was a smart move. I think that was a smart move to buy yourself
Feel
some
like
time, to catch your
I feel
breath.
like they've got this. Maybe.
We're gonna go with Lee Marvin.
And your winner, the Paddington 2, Charles Bronson was the final answer. Charles Bronson was the answer.
They did it for
The
2.
Paddington
They've done it.
wins the game 31-27. Emma, that was a big time match.
Certainly was. I mean, who saw that coming? The Paddington 2 is definitely.
Wow.
They're a team.
Cannot
that's
believe
had
that had
some
just
tough
happened.
breaks here in the movie trivia Schmoedown. They came in swinging in round 1 of the Ultimate Schmoedown teams tournament here, and I mean, today they proved that they are here to.
What's that?
Lee Marvin does survive. There are multiple survivors at the end of the Dirty Dozen. Yeah. I can't in good conscience win that way. Not against Drew.
All right, we are getting a confer.
Okay.
Here. Cameras are rolling. We've got
I want them to.
Well, in an unprecedented turn of events here, Ken, we had a challenge issued on that last question for the family by their opponent,
By the-
Matt Atchity,
by the
who
winning
was
team.
not satisfied with the manner in which that question was written, and upon further research, it's a questionable question. So we are going to throw that question out and instead ask
Oh, dear.
another 5-pointer.
Oh,
another
dear.
opportunity to potentially win this
Oh,
match
no.
and advance to go on to face Who's the Boss in the Ultimate Schmoedown Teams tournament.
I never do this, but I gotta say, that is the greatest example of sportsmanship I've ever seen in this league, and I applaud him. I still want you to lose, but I applaud you.
all right.
Coming from the person that cheated at the free throw.
Drinking pina colada.
And I know because I saw him firsthand do it.
All right. Decorum. Here we go. This once again is for
All the marbles.
winner
We,
will
we
go on to face
poured all the marbles back
Bucks
out, and it's
in
for all of
the
them again.
finals. You guys have category number 14, which is war movies.
Again,
and
what are they good for?
5-point
Taking
question.
wins away.
In what war film will you find the phrase "Born to Kill" written on combat helmets?
Well, Full Metal Jacket. Yeah. And on the poster even.
Yeah.
And your winner,
Okay.
the family.
Oh.
We have the big win, a surprising, stunning reversal here.
I mean, listen, going into this
Yeah.
weird turn of
Well,
events, Matt actually said he would not feel satisfied winning the way.
I
that
commend you,
he
Paddington,
had
too.
originally won, and ultimately,
But you picked
this
2 and
sportsmanship,
failed.
it
How,
came back
how
to knock
could
down.
you?
I think it's a great performance, Evan, and I'm so curious to hear what they all have to say about this, but I think actually you earned yourself a lot of respect, and I guess, you don't want to steal a win. I would steal a win. I think it's a good idea. Stealing,
That's
cheating is how you win in sports, right? So
That's right. You took that from Eddie Guerrero.
But I think
If you're not
this is
cheating,
one of the-
you're not trying.
but I think
Lie,
one of the most
cheat,
just and
steal.
in
Lie,
Schmoedown
cheat,
I think
history.
so too.
steal.
It's nice to see that there is still some honesty and sportsmanship here in the Schmoedown. I do wonder.
Paddington,
how things
too.
have been reversed.
I hoist an empty
Could have gone
Pepsi
differently,
can
but,
to your
who
integrity.
knows? We can't undo time. We can just
cannot.
honor the challenges that have been issued.
But
Well,
what
unless
we
you
can do is
unless
throw
you
it to
cross
my
a
friend
time zone,
Jen Sturgis backstage.
then you technically have jump time.
Actually, I have to ask you, what on earth could possibly be in your tiki cup to make you challenge your own win?
I will call this honor. That's what I'm drinking today. No, look, like a little bit too. Like, if we're gonna beat the family, I want to beat them for real, right? And like not on a question. I mean, look, I could argue about the descent thing, whatever, but I'm gonna say that I want to earn that, right? And them getting a question wrong because it's a badly written question, like I want it for real because that's the way. Look, that's part of the challenge, right? Like we're here to play. We're here to play seriously. Those guys deserve respect. And if we had won that way, look, I could have kept my mouth shut, right? But that's not the way to win, right? Like, sure, okay, I could keep my mouth shut. We're gonna take the win. We'll go to the next one. But really, like, that's not okay. I'm not okay with that. Like, I'm gonna act ethically. I'm gonna, and look, like, did it cost us the game? Sure, but you know what? That's the way I play.
Did you guys consult before he rang this out?
This is where I tell the world that I've never seen The Dirty Dozen, so I didn't know any of this.
Well,
But
thanks for your input.
And I totally stand behind him. I'm super proud to have him as my teammate. I think he has shown himself to be like everything that you want in a competitor, both knowledgeable and talented, but also honorable and decent. And if anything, I think this cements our reputation as a team that wins sometimes, but when we lose, we're going to drag you to the finish line.
I love that. I love that about you guys.
In this case, we'll even drag you over the finish line. 'Cause that's who we are. I mean, Paddington taught us right.
Sometimes we'll drag you to a win.
Actually, I just feel like I've seen you in this position so many times where you get so close. And then it's just like, it's round 3 always kind of does you in.
Yeah, it happens. I run out of steam. Maybe it's too much booze. But these are fun. I love doing them. I've said a lot. Like, look, if I was me from 15 years ago, I'd have been ruthless, right? I mean, the problem is, as some of us know, who would be on a senior tour here. For some of us, it's a little harder to call this stuff up quickly, right? Like, eventually, I'll get there, but it doesn't happen as fast anymore. So that to me, like, I know the stuff, and I just sometimes can't get it in the time that's there for us. But
What happens when you show up too laid back?
Exactly. I'll wear a suit next time.
Well, obviously, guys, this ends your run in the tournament, but I think, if nothing else, you should definitely be proud for setting the kind of example you guys did today in the way you played.
Thank you.
The sportsmanship and honor you guys showed is unparalleled.
Well, thank you. And it's, again, Matt Atchley, I'm super proud to be at the table with, and, he comes correct.
Last question. You guys know the draft's coming up.
Yeah.
You guys will not be protected, most likely.
We'll see what happens.
What's going to happen? Do you guys want to try to stick together?
I mean, ideally, but you know, this is a crazy whirligig, and we'll just see where it takes us.
Yeah, I wonder a little bit, have I just sandbagged getting drafted? Like, any manager's going to be like, this guy's going to give games away. So, we'll see.
Yeah, yeah.
I think if anything, you showed managers out there the kind of player that they're looking for. So, sorry
Well,
about the loss
some.
today. You did it to yourself.
We lost the right way.
Back to you guys at the desk.
All right, there you have it, Emma. We heard directly
Fear not,
from
Matt,
the honor
because I would rather be an old man
I think,
than a
you know,
dumb
that
man,
was a great way
and
to
dumb
open
I
it.
is.
Competing in the Schmoedown.
It's definitely something
So I
that
commend
is
your integrity
lacking,
yet again.
in terms of certain people
Definitely
in
me.
the Schmoedown.
Definitely me.
Sure, and arguably some of the other people that participated in this match
But,
here
Yeah.
today.
Like
I mean,
Jen said,
why should we go on talking about
It's-
them when we can just send it
Actually,
over to
Matt
Jen
said it, not Jen.
Sturger? You know, good luck.
some managers
Thank you
out
so
there
much, Emma.
will
I
commend the
detected a little bit
integrity.
of sarcasm in that. Drew guy, I have to say, you kind of surprised me there at the end, because you actually looked like you had a conscience for a second.
You look like you gave a
You
damn.
know, like I said, it'll never happen again. I hate everyone I compete against, but that was. You're a better person than I am, Ashley. That's it. That's all I have to say. And the other thing I want to say is, I'm coming for you, Bateman. I'm coming for you, Bateman. That's it.
Yeah.
Drew, you played a hell of a game today, as always. We've kind of come to expect it from you. What made you guys stick with comedy in that second round?
Well, I think look, it's easy to go chasing your best category or whatever, but I think that's not a great way to build your resume, and it's also not a great way to tell other players what you're capable of. I think sometimes you spin the wheel, you just let it land, and then you go answer the questions in that category. I think it's really easy to get hooked on, I want that pie slice, but hopefully we can answer questions in any pie slice. So
I love pie.
Me too.
and also one other
Key line.
He's coming for you, Bateman. He's coming for you.
It's coming for you. What you gonna do, brother?
This match really summed up with challenges. You guys had a lot of them in there. What made you guys decide, like, certain ones were worth going after? Like, Andrew, I was really surprised that you went after that one in the first round, but it proved to work out in your favor.
That's because I'm a moron, and that's one of my, if not my favorite horror movie. And I could not get there. I don't know what was wrong. I don't know why my brain couldn't get there, but, you know, again, actually kind of helped us out there by just not putting the in front. And it's a rule that we implemented, I think, this season, and I'm very happy it's there.
I think I was in the match where it got implemented, and it was over the title The Thing. So I remember, and yeah, it's one of those things where now I make sure I put the on the board simply because I know I'll get penalized if I don't.
Robert Meyer Burnett, even though you look like you're fresh out of the pool,
I was sweating with excitement and watching my Machiavellian scheme.
Machiavellian?
One day, the genius that I bring to the entire Schmoedown will be recognized for what it truly
Drew is laughing at the word
which is,
Machiavellian.
Just unbelievably awesome.
He can't
And I think
contain
my
it.
team shows that these guys, well, he's going to win one day. But these guys... But these guys, they step up to the drama that I've created, and they win, as they should.
what's the blood alcohol content for excitement then? Jesus. Andrew, this next match against Who's the Boss? Obviously, I think we all know the gravity that it has for you, facing your former teammate, Ben Bateman. Do you have any thoughts?
Yeah. You've got someone on your team that I TKO'd, and you don't have that electronic wheel. I'm coming for you.
Machiavellian. Acapella.
Yeah. Okay.
Rockapella. Where in the world is Carmen San Diego?
Back to you guys at the desk.
Well, a win for Jen. Everyone left her alone.
It's
in
true.
The end,
I mean,
so.
honestly, it was less screaming than anticipated. So
absolutely. Emma, we saw a spectacular match today with
We
some
did.
Controversy, but also something we never.
We got a
seen
ticker.
before.
Boop, boop, boop.
And this is what you get.
Well, that was
in the
unexpected.
Ultimate Schmoedown Teams Tournament. This is what happens.
Here,
at
here,
the
ticker.
semifinals. Who's the boss? The family. Do you have any thoughts right now?
I mean, listen, it is going to be a grudge match for sure. Obviously,
The grudge match to end all grudge matches.
And your Mark Riley, but honestly, what this boils down to is that long-standing feud between Ben Bateman and Drew Guy. So it's going to be a loud one, that's for sure.
Come on, Ben. Do it for the coffee table
Once again, it could be
that you both killed.
Buckle down and bolt down the chairs.
Yeah.
So for
Batten down the hatches, brig for heavy seas.
This is the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. This is what we do, and you can support us by going to patreon.com/Schmoedown. Emma, you have your hand in that Patreon page.
I sure
a lot of things
do.
out there for people.
Yeah, there's a lot of great additional content that you get for being a patron. You also get early access to a lot of matches, lots of fun exhibition matches, player profiles, behind-the-scenes videos, all that and more. Head on over to patreon.com/Schmoedown and decide which tier is right for you.
Absolutely. That's it for this week. We'll see you next time on the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
In 3, 2, 1, and they are off.
What am I watching?
Come on, number 4. Come on, number 4.
I'm a slayer at water gun game. I've got a whole slew of crap over there that I've won from water guns games. Smet, you lost. So who was? Well, that's gonna be a cliffhanger to end all cliffhangers. Who was number 8? I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say it was Janish. So thank you, Frankie Stats Janish. So yeah, let's run everybody off, and then we've got some things to talk about. Thank you, Emma and Ken and Jen. Hey, that kind of rhymes. And Ben Fakeman and Robert Meyer Burnett and Drew 2. Hey, 2. And Agity and Alonzo and Kaiser Roll 2 and Smets 2 and Ben Fakeman 2. I forgot that you showed up twice. So, and to random anonymous winner of water gun game in seat number 8. Okay, so we got some things to talk about. Now, Christian gave the reactors a heads up that something was going to happen this week that was going to be unexpected. That is not what I was expecting when he referenced that. That was very unexpected. At the same time, when it comes to someone like Matt Agity and Alonzo Duralde, was very expected. Now, again, as based on the same challenge that happened with the Rodney Dangerfield thing, again, if that was a movie that I had actually seen and known about, I probably would have brought it up again. But again, shows my lack of movie knowledge that I had no clue what was going on. No clue what answer was given, what answer was right, and what answer was wrong. So, in a way, that actually kind of helped JTH, because having no knowledge of that made me think that we had a winner, and then we didn't have a winner, and then we had a winner again, but the winner was a different winner. So, at the end of the day, the right team won. Even though, man, that would have been such a phenomenal upset to end all upsets. But now, the Paddington 2 will have to go into next season, and their tenure as a team could very well now be destroyed because of said victory that they did not accept. That alone could be a very interesting storyline to come to next year, because the team may very well not continue on. What managers will embrace the integrity? What managers will condemn the integrity? Because obviously next year is going to be point system, and the more wins you get, you're going to give wins away, as Agity claimed. That's interesting dilemma. But at the end of the day, it now sets us up for Who's the Boss, the family. I'm sure a match that a lot of people are wanting to see. And by the grace of a man of integrity, you were given that. But it was from a man of integrity that we did not expect. Some will probably take it. Some will probably hold their head in shame and cover their eyes like I just did. But sometimes sometimes you just got to be the bigger man and just know when something's not right and you were given something that was not properly earned. And to that, Matt Hatchety, I take my proverbial hat off and salute you. So, with that being said, that will do it for this edition of JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Always watch their content first. It is the right thing to do. You will find many people of integrity, hopefully, like that comedy category. Allegedly, you will find people of integrity. Only this time it was proven. You can follow me on Twitter at WWEJTH1, and you can follow all the official Movie Trivia Schmoedown content, Facebook page, Twitter page at the Schmoedown, and become a patron if you can. It goes a long way. So until next time, I will see you for the next match. This is JTH. Thank you for watching, and until then, I bid you adieu.